We're fishing targeting rays, really. What wouldn't want to eat that?
Hey Sammy, where's the fish at, mate?
That is a lovely female small-eyed ray. Hello, good morning and welcome back to On The Hook. We're out today. It is a lovely day, don't you agree? We're out today on my 17-foot boat on the south coast of Cornwall, and we're hoping to have a bit of a mixed day's fishing. I haven't been out at sea for a while because we've had bad weather. That might have changed the water quality. It's definitely moved the bait fish around, so we're hoping today just to have a bit of a recce. I'm going to ideally have a bit of a fish over some reef with some soft plastic lures, try and find some bait fish, and then put the anchor down in the afternoon when the tide changes. That is the plan. It's good to have one. Whether or not you can stick to it is another matter. Just wish me luck. Well, I've managed to find a patch of pilchards. It's a good sign. Just got to find some mackerel now. Ooh. And there's your mackerel. Happy with that? Well, there's some bait for when we get anchored up. Let's have a look and see if we can't find a little pollock or a bass or something. Give it another 3/4 of an hour and we're going to put the anchor down. Oh, they've always got loads of attitude, these wrasse. There you go. Nice little balance, taking a fancy to me soft plastic. Yeah, the tide's dropped right off. Let's go and get the anchor down.
Hey Sammy, where's the fish at, mate? What's going on, like?
Nah, he's not talking today.
See you later, mate.
I've got the anchor down and we are fishing. I'm just fishing on an area of clean ground. Now, we're fishing targeting rays, really. Rays and bullhuss. There might be the occasional bycatch or tub, but that's a very lucky capture. Rays live flat on the bottom. Just by their biology, they're flat. They live right on the bottom. So to be able to catch one, your bait needs to be presented tight on the bottom. Now, hook length wise, very simple. I fish a single 3/0 or 4/0 hook on, call that 2.5 to 3 feet of 30-pound mono. That is how simple it is. I also eye-end man in a barrel swivel, just so that I have interchangeable hook lengths. So if I bring a fish in, unclip the hook length, put it in a pail of water, clip on another pre-baited hook length, cast straight out. I'll show you then. The tackle that I'm using, this isn't your textbook ray fishing tackle. It's just my low gear. Rays aren't known as being hard fighting fish, but they can still be a lot of fun if you use light tackle. Now this is a Abu Veritas and a Penn Clash 2 4000, and all I've done is straight onto my leader I have a strong barrel swivel and then a locked in lead. That is just a bullet lead inside of a short piece. This is effectively going to be a bolt rig, a self-hooking rig. It's got a sliding lead on it, so if a fish picks it up, it'll run and then it'll hit and it hooks itself. Also, with it being a round lead, it will roll around on the seabed. The reason why that's good is because on the seabed, none of it's not perfectly flat. There will be gullies, there will be little peaks, little troughs. Now, any type of food source on the bottom, they will eventually get washed into these gullies. So they accumulate in these gullies. The fish know this and they look for them. They feed amongst in these gullies. If your bait can roll and then find one of these gullies, you can help find the fish. So instead of your bait fishing in a stationary position, it searches out the fish sometimes. Baiting up, all I have done is one of the mackerel that I caught earlier is I just take a fillet off, cut the fillet lengthways and thread it on in 2 pieces. So it's a long flapping bait. I like the silver side up just because I feel like it's attraction. Plenty of scent coming out of there. The hook point is well proud. What wouldn't want to eat that? Clip onto the end of your trace and that's it, you're ready to go. This will fish tight on the bottom and it will search out the fish. Now I do fish a couple of 3 rods when I'm fishing at anchor. And all I do is I put them out just in different directions. Not only to cover more ground, but also so they don't end up tangling up on each other. Well, we have our first customer. I've also just seen a really good bite on that other rod as well. Both of them came at the same time. Now that feels like a ray. When fishing for rays, like I said, because I'm on clean ground, see if I can switch around a little bit. Because I'm fishing on clean ground, it's not going to go into a snag anywhere. Once you've set the hook into it, just hold sustained pressure. There's no need to go mad, there's no need to try and rive it up out the bottom, because you're just going to end up breaking something. You're going to end up damaging a fish, slipping the hook, snapping your line, breaking the rod. Just have a bit of fun with it. What they do is they open their wings out and use the tide. So it'll be sailing around in the tide. It's not uncommon to see them kite about. A light setup like this is loads of fun. And there you go. That is a lovely female small-eyed ray. Swing it back round. There's the hook, just in the corner of its mouth. There you go, see? Just in the corner of its mouth there. Look, there's that other fish on that other rod, look. See the rod up there? I'll get this one put in a pail of water. And I'll deal with this one. Another reason why those detachable hook lengths are a good idea. Same again, no need to go mad, is there? If you're using like 20 to 30 pound class gear, you could probably drag these straight to the boat. But where's the sport in that? Oh yes, this is a blonde ray. There's a blonde ray. Does look a little bit like a small-eyed ray, but definitely you can see with the spots. I will talk to you a little bit more about a blonde ray in a second. I'll just get it unhooked. Once again, look. There's the hook, just in the corner of the mouth. Get it in this pail of water. Right, we'll get 2 fresh hook baits out. Keep an eye on that rod for me. Yeah, by having a pail of water like this, and by having those detachable hook lengths, I was able to detach the hook length, put the ray straight in a bucket of water, so we can be calming down, sort all the rods out, cast another bait out. Now that I've got my bait, calm down, look. Now that I've got my rods back out and I'm all sorted, I can unhook these fish, show them, and then release them. Now, blonde rays, they do grow really big. They'll grow to maybe 30 pound. This is only a small one. This is probably, I don't know, 6. Hook hold just in the corner of the mouth. You see there how it extended that mouth? Don't be fooled into putting your fingers too close, because although they haven't got like sharp teeth like you'd think of a shark or something, if you get your fingers in there, those crushing pads do make a mess of them. So, just like that. That is a lovely female blonde ray. You can tell the difference between a blonde and a spotted ray because blonde's spots go all the way to the edge. As the saying goes, blondes go all the way. You can tell that this is a female because a male from here has 2 claspers. Put her back in that bucket of water. That was it, that was all the bait was. Just a little bit of mackerel slither. That wind is quite confused in here. I've come into this little cove to try and get some shelter from the wind, and all it's done is, as the wind comes round the cove, it swirls about. Not stopped us finding a fish though, has it? Let's have a look at this small-eyed ray. Small-eyed ray, also called a painted ray. You can see the difference instantly when you put them side by side, can't you? Blonde ray, small-eyed ray. Again, a lovely hook hold just in the corner of the mouth. There you go. Again, just a little bit of mackerel. Now when you're picking rays up, not only do you need to worry about the teeth, well, the crushing pads that I've got, but also most rays have a little bit of spines. They have some thorns. These have some thorns all the way down their tail. And males usually have some thorns right on the edges of their wings. I'll show you here with this blonde ray. You see those thorns on the end of that tail there? When you're picking them up, because they are quite rough on the surface, because they are quite, I don't know if you can hear that, there is a soft part here and a soft part here. Don't put your fingers, don't be tempted to put your fingers inside of its gill holes there, because you will hurt it, you will damage its gills. I'm going to get a photo of these two lovely rays and then we'll get them put back. Right. You can see its gill holes there. That's what was on. Don't be tempted to put your fingers in there to lift them up. Pick them up at the soft part there or there, like that. You ready? Where you go? This here on her wing can be a wound from mating, because the males, they have thorns on their wings. Small-eyed ray, also called a painted ray. Lovely looking fish, aren't they? You ready? Yeah. Where you go? The take off this didn't look like a ray. I still don't think it is. It's more like a trope. Oh no, it is a ray. It was a really savage bite. Oh, wouldn't believe it. That was a really, really savage bite. And look at the size of it, it's tiny. That really did hit it hard. A little female small-eyed ray. Now look. Look, just in the corner of its mouth. What a lot of eye chow this little cutie's got. See how it'll swing that tail round? See? It's trying to use them spikes. I think this is actually, under closer inspection, this is actually a really, really young male, which would explain why it's being so aggressive. Just pop this hook out. It's a very little male. You can see because it's just starting to develop claspers. These here differentiate it as a male. Those are, in a fully grown male, those claspers will be probably that long. There we go. Yep, that's all it was. Just in time as well, because the weather's starting to turn. Carefully does it. Right. There you go. Right, it has just started to rain. Now the fish don't mind being wet, but cameras don't like it, so I'm packing up. I'm going to leave those 2 rods out for 5 minutes while I finish tidying everything away. If I catch anything else, I'll put it in. If I don't, then I won't. I hope you've enjoyed joining me. I hope you found it interesting. All the very best. See you later.